This franchise didn't get their third win until the middle of May last year.
Oh.
How much of a difference is a year make?
Thanks for bringing up some old memories. It's good. You know, it's a different group. You know, the guys, it means a lot to them, right? And that's kind of what we did for recruiting purposes. You know, when it cares, it means a lot to those guys in the locker room, and it shows on the field.
And building a roster usually starts in the trenches, right? And this offensive group, I was just kind of talking to Jerome about it right now. They usually don't get recognition, right? You got Kevin in the end zone dancing. You got on the game notes, they're being recognized. Kind of when you built this roster, what did you want this offensive line to mirror?
We need to be able to keep the quarterback upright, right? And you need to be able to have a situation where, you know, if we need to lean on them, we can lean on them, and we were able to lean on them tonight.
Any update on Chapman?
Got an evaluation. I have no idea, honestly.
Coach, you guys moved the ball well in all facets, but the first half you really got moving on the ground. Did that set the tone?
Yeah, anytime you can kind of, I don't want to say that, but force your way into things and make things work, it helps.
On the defensive side of the ball, especially second half, you got a big game from Malik Hausman, Gabe McCoy, among others, but it felt like a second half where the D had some swagger.
Yeah, you know, we had a couple guys go down. You know, my hat's off to Jonathan Johnson. He's a receiver, a fourth receiver that played for us, played special teams, played DB, you know, didn't give up any bust. Those guys kind of just rallied around everybody and kind of knew what the task at hand was, and, you know, we got to win.
Coming out of the bye week, you want your group to be sharp. Definitely looked sharp tonight. Did you like the execution from the get-go?
Offensively, for sure. Special teams, for sure. Defensively, you know, the first 3 touchdowns they got were on busted coverages, and that's absurd when we literally just walked through those plays all week. But we'll get it fixed, and we'll be ready to roll.
You're seeing a wide variety of receivers contributing on offense in addition to the fact that, you know, Jerome Johnson is a dual threat quarterback. What's it like to have that many options available to you when you're trying to score points?
You can't rely on one person, right? You know, it helps that, you know, you can't double one person. If you double one person, somebody else is going to hurt you, and that's kind of what we tried to do this offseason is put enough weapons around a quarterback and an O-line that you're going to have to play us heads up, and hopefully we're better than you are at the end.
Mike, good and bad from every game. What's the biggest thing you want to fix from tonight?
Just the mental mistakes. You know, the effort's there. You know, execution on offense is there. I don't think they got stopped at all. Just defensively, some execution and some conditioning things that we need to work on that we thought we were where we need to be, but obviously tonight's show we weren't. But I mean, 3-0 going to a tough Jacksonville team will be another good test.
Only 3 weeks in, but your offense is getting a lot of talk already. Talk about your offensive line and the work they're doing so far.
I mean, those guys, it just means a lot to them. You know, they joke with Coach Shin daily about, hey, you know, put it on our backs. We can do it. Put it on our backs. And tonight in the first half, I haven't seen the stats, but I know, you know, they kind of did what they wanted to do in the first half on the ground, and kind of set us up good for the second half.
Before the game started, you told me don't sleep on an 0-2 team. Did your team come out and perform the way you wanted them tonight?
Yeah, I think we got hit in the mouth early, especially defensively, and then kind of rallied around it. But like I said, they're a tough team. They're going to be just fine, and we're fortunate enough to get a win.
Coach Jerome Johnson on a scramble runs into the referee, still throws a touchdown pass. Is that in the playbook, or is it going in the playbook?
Man, I wish we could put it in the playbook. You know, we're just fortunate. He's an electric athlete, and, you know, I think running into the ref actually helped us because we were able to get out of the way, and, you know, he just makes things happen with his feet.
You were just talking about Jacksonville a quick second ago. You had high praise for him the first time you guys saw him. Again, 3-0, riding high into another winless situation in Jacksonville. Kind of how do you guys avoid that typical quote-unquote trap game?
It's how you handle success, right? You know, the fortunate thing about us is we didn't play a perfect game. There's a lot we can correct. There's a lot of mistakes that we can look at on film when we come down and break it down tomorrow. And, you know, so that'll keep guys grounded and kind of move on.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.